it's Ariel and welcome back to another video. Now today we need to talk about something that you and I have in common. Whether you refer to yourself as fluffy, plus size, curvy, big boned, I'm assuming that if you're watching this video, you follow the rest of my weight loss journey, so you yourself might have a little bit of weight to lose. You guys, today we're going to talk about the first time someone called me fat. Do you remember the first time somebody said that to you, making you feel uncomfortable, embarrassed, confused? Today, I'm going to be sharing my story with you and how I overcame that childhood trauma. You guys, let's get started. Alright, y'all. Now, for me, I remember it like it was yesterday. I'm currently 29, but you guys, this happened to me 17 years ago when I was just the tender age of 12. I was walking up to the front of my classroom to sharpen my pencil, and I was super duper excited because this wasn't just like any other day. I went to a school on a military base where we always had to wear uniforms. But if you had really great behavior, you've been following directions, keeping up with your work, you were able to not wear a uniform that day. You can wear whatever you wanted as long as it was, as long as it was school appropriate. You guys, I'd been following all the rules and I got to wear my real clothes. I remember I was wearing this really cute butterfly t-shirt and the arms kind of stopped like up here. I'll pull these up. Yeah, the arms kind of stopped up here so that my full arm was exposed. I had on jeans, I had on some little sandals, and I forget how my hair was, but back then I always just wore my natural hair. So I'm sure it was just something simple, quick, and easy to manage. But I walked up to the front of the classroom and I was sharpening my pencil, and it wasn't like the electric pencil sharpener, guys. It was the old school ones where you have to like crank that bad boy to get that pencil sharp. And as you see, like you see right now, my arm started jiggling when I started sharpening my pencil. So here I am in 6th grade trying to just live the dream of every other 6th grader, and then this boy, I will not say his name, but there was this boy who was sitting in the front row and he was one of the popular kids. Isn't it crazy, guys, when we're going through middle school, elementary school, all that, how our brains work and how people are popular and people are not as popular. I wasn't in that popular category. I was somewhere in the middle, I guess, at that time. But anyway, I was up there, I was sharpening my pencil, and the classroom was pretty quiet. We were doing some type of activity. And all I remember is this boy, he pointed and he was like, "Oh." And you guys, I turned around and I'm like, what is it? What are you talking about? And then I heard him do it again.
Ugh, look at her arm. Why is it moving like that?
You guys, that is the very first time that I ever realized there was anything wrong with my body. That was the first time I ever realized I was different. And the first time I ever felt like my body is disgusting. I need to fix it. I need to change it so that I can fit in, so that I could be okay. But you guys, there's more to the story than that. The girl next to him, who was actually also had the same name as me, told him, "Hey, don't talk about her like that. That's not cool." And I remember walking back to my desk feeling so defeated because everyone at that time turned around and they looked at me and it became a thing. I saw people whispering. I saw people looking at me, and anytime I walked by him from then on, it became a thing. And it kind of spread throughout the classroom. People were looking at Ariel's arms, looking at the jiggle. No one else in my class had this. And I kind of became a laughing stock, and that ruined me for a while, you guys. But on top of all this was actually the same day that someone was coming to the classroom to let us know that cheerleading tryouts would be happening within that same week. Cheer tryouts were going to be later that week. I knew that going into school today. I was at that time, I was super prepared for it. I just wanted to be a cheerleader because, being a cheerleader was cool. You guys, but after this laughingstock happened, I was in no shape or form ready to go out there and do anything because no longer did I feel like I was capable. No longer did I feel like I was able. I felt like my spirits were crushed and I didn't want to do anything except go home and put on a sweater. It's crazy that that memory to this day is still there. You guys, so fast forward to a little bit later in the day. I think it was around like the last hour or so of school. one of the other teachers came by and she was passing out flyers for cheerleading tryouts. And of course, everyone wanted to be a cheerleader. That was the thing to do, the thing to be. I knew nothing about football. I just knew I wanted a uniform and I wanted to be like the girls and bring it on, you know? And at the time I was in 6th grade, so I thought it would make me popular. You guys, if you are a younger person watching this video, please do not try to fit in with the crowd. God made you different and you were born to stand out. Don't try to fit in. Anyway, you guys, she was passing out all the flyers, and back in the day, you raise your hand when you wanted something or raise your hand when you need to speak in class. And when she started passing out flyers, I did this because now I was self-conscious. Now I didn't want to raise my hand in class anymore. Because I didn't have my hand raised very high, the teacher actually didn't see me when she was trying to pass out the flyers, and she was about to leave. So of course I had to do one of these, hey, wait, what about me? I want one too. And that's when it happened again. That same boy turned around as the teacher was walking towards me to give me my flyer, and he was like,
Ew, there's no way that you can be a cheerleader. Like, look at that.
you guys, when I tell you I was beyond crushed, I went home that day, told my mom about it, and I just remember it being something really hard for me to handle, to the point where from that day on, I went and I would look for a sweater, no matter if it was summertime, winter, spring, whatever. Out here in Arizona, it's always hot. We don't really get the full impact of all the seasons, but I remember going home and finding a sweater, and I wore a sweater to school every day from 6th grade through senior year and part of my first couple of years of college from that single incident, because in my mind it was just disgusting, it was embarrassing, and it was something I never wanted anyone to see again. You guys, it's crazy how something can happen in your childhood, and for some it may seem simple, like, girl, all he did was laugh at your arms, all he did was embarrass you in front of a class, all you did was go try out for cheer, which I'll get into in a second. Make sure you watch so I can tell you the story about cheerleading. But you guys, that was a big deal for me, and it caused me, like I said, to wear sweaters, not safe, in 110-degree summers and all throughout the year from then until college. You guys, if you are struggling with your body, make sure to treat yourself with kindness. People will talk about you whether you are in shape, beautiful, whether you are curvy, whether you are stick thin, whatever, all the different body types out there are beautiful. People are going to talk about you regardless of how you look. But don't internalize that and make that become your identity. Because you guys, I could have named this channel Ariel's Arms. These guys have been with me, These guys have been with me for as long as I could remember. I was embarrassed of them for so long. I wouldn't wear tank tops. I wouldn't wear anything that showed my arms. No cute dresses. I wouldn't go to any dances. Nothing that involved showing off my body. But you know what, you guys? I am so grateful and thankful to God that I have arms. I am thankful and grateful that I'm able to take what was a big flaw and ugly thing in my mind and turn it into something beautiful. It, to me, is just, it's become something now where even as adults, if I see people look at my arms kind of just giving that look, it's not something that bothers me anymore. It's a part of who I am. Is it my identity? No. But am I making the best of what I got? Yes. So cheers to me. Anyway, you guys, I ended up coming back to school the next day, of course, wearing a sweater and staying after school for cheerleading tryouts. I remember we had to run laps. I remember we had to do all types of core and posture exercises. And to be honest, your girl wasn't super duper in shape. But do you guys ever see a picture of yourself, what you used to look like when you thought you were big or fat or whatever, and only wish that you today could be as big as you were then? Because me thinking I was big in the 6th grade, I wish I was that big again. You guys, I was so much smaller. My arms were little baby jiggles at that time. But you know what, guys? I went for cheerleading tryouts, and to be honest with you, I didn't make the team, but I do have something better. I didn't make the team per se. I didn't make it in terms of being the best of the best in terms of athleticism and being able to kick the highest, and I couldn't do a split and all that stuff. But you guys, I did keep good grades. I was respectful to adults. I did what I needed to do to make sure my academics were in check. And if you didn't have good grades, you couldn't stay on the team. So guess what? Girls started to fall off the team because their grades weren't good. And I was still showing up to practice even though I was an alternate. You guys, I remember them giving out uniforms to everybody on the team and the coach saying, you don't get one because you're an alternate, but keep coming to practice and keep trying. Maybe something will happen. And it did. I ended up getting bumped up because the girls couldn't keep their grades up. And once you're bumped up, baby, you're there to stay. So I was a cheerleader, you guys. I got to live out that dream, but always in the back of my mind, something at that time that I wanted so much, just, it wasn't as bright and as exciting as I wanted it to be, because now I was self-conscious. Whenever we did a cheerleading move and our uniforms were like this, actually, I'll insert a picture. I'll find my old yearbook and I'll insert a picture for you. You guys, anytime we did any type of cheer move and keeping the movements together, my arms would jiggle. And it's something that I've been thinking about since I was 12 years old, ever since I was called out on it. I had cheer season. I did cheer again the next year, but it never left my mind. And when I got to high school, it was the same, but just I became more self-conscious. Now they're going to be doing flips and they're going to be doing splits and they're going to be doing their jumps, and all I know how to do is be a base and lift girls up and partially get some of the moves. Just the comparison dwindled and got worse. And you guys, I started to have a really negative outlook, not only on my body, but on myself as a person. Where were you the first time somebody told you that you were fat? Where were you the first time someone told you that you didn't fit in? Where were you the first time that you felt different? You guys, let me know down in the comments below. And I will make sure the comments stay a safe place for us to communicate. If anybody says anything crazy about your comment, don't you worry. I'll handle it. Y'all, if you're comfortable, I really would love to see you comment down below about your experience. Today's video was all about telling you the day I found out I was fat. And you know what, you guys? It took years and years to learn and to heal from that, because I no longer wear sweaters when I go out. I no longer am fearful to wear a tank top or anything like that. But you guys, some days those thoughts creep into my mind. Some days I do just want to pull a sweater over. Some days I do. But I'm learning. Body positivity is a real thing. We have to celebrate ourselves where we are right now before we reach our goal. Don't wait until you're small and in shape and super duper healthy before you're excited about your existence, before you're excited about your body. You deserve to be celebrated today, right now. Don't wait till tomorrow. Don't wait till Monday. Pick yourself up, look in the mirror, and affirm to yourself. Declare over your day. Today will be a good day. I am beautiful the way I am. I will love myself on my weight loss journey. You guys, welcome to Absolutely Ariel, where we're doing absolutely everything it takes to lose weight and feel great. If you are new here, I would love if you would hit the subscribe button, join our family. If you guys are still watching this far into the video, please hit the like button. I'm learning that hitting the like button lets YouTube know that this is the type of content that people want to see, and it helps spread it to more people. You guys, we can get healthy together. We can learn to love ourselves deeper together. This is going to be an amazing day, and I want to thank you guys for watching today's video.